massacred in a brutal, horrid manner.
Look, some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different. To my mind, these witnesses lie.
他刚有说是女公爵，
When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us
怎么
immediately,
感觉是高级吸血鬼啊
promising？ grants of land and fortunes in gold, should you answer her summons.
An ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast cannot be tracked. Folks say it wields black magic. Also, both victims were nobly born when the start of the tourney draws near.
你说有比武大赛？
Mentioned a tourney. Why doesn't the Duchess just call it off?
Simply, it is too late. The guests have arrived. The best knights of all lands, relatives of the Emperor. The beast could be a threat to others, not just to Her Grace's subjects.
Got it. Before an aristocrat dies, at best it's a scandal. At worst, a diplomatic incident. Anyone tried to hunt it? Knights errant, for example?
流浪骑士。
Many have tried. Baiting, waiting in ambush, but to no avail.
The beast is clever. It evades all traps and attacks of a
感
sudden.
觉就是高级吸血鬼啊！
Like a ghost.
Experienced tracker, this is what we need, with knowledge of monsters. In short, we need you.
Beast wields black magic? What makes you say so?
The first victim
哦
vanished，between
从宴会
rites
上
of
突
the
然消
feast.
失。
The feast goers none noticed this. They saw but an open window, then heard desperate cries from the street below, where a corpse had just been found.
The second killing, similar. A knight in a
Ooh.
servants all about the house, guards all around the estate. Yet the beast somehow got him out, dragged him to the town square, and killed him there.
高等恶魔也可以
No one
哦
saw,
也是啦。
heard, a thing.
We have no fear of creatures against which sword and shield protect, but of this beast, nothing is known, save that it cannot be traced, kills effortlessly, and with no rhyme or reason we can discern.
我要考虑一下是否要接这个委托。
I sometimes think back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns. Can't name hardly any where I came out ahead.
You cannot be thinking to refuse.
No. Just struck by a thought. How the Duchess can sometimes be... demanding.
So you accept the contract. Excellent.
We must set off at once.
Excellent。
We long wanted this land searching for you, yet time is of the essence.
Ready to go, as soon as you're packed.
Ha! Then post haste to Tosa. To
特特森，特森，不是，他都已经说要给你土地跟那个了，土地跟宝石了，这就不是几百金币可以解决需要讨论的事情了。对啊，他都已经要给你给你土地了。好啊，说不定还可以跟女伯爵啪啪啪，对不对？这个不用讨论。女公爵不是女伯爵。可是你要花一堆钱去升级家园，唉，没差啦，是有领地也可以补一下收入。那我还要先花钱建筑商队，才有钱可以赚。哦，这次难道是真的是一张新的大地图吗？啦哩啦哩，没有吧？应该就只是家而已吧。啦哩啦哩，哦，看来是真的是新地图哦。
Toussaint, the land of love and wine.
Exactly how I remembered it.
哦，这里的风格真的比较不一
I
样。
find Beauclair has changed some these past years.
Walk about when you have
资料片、血与酒，为什么十之星没有这个啊？
To me, place always seemed straight out of a fairy tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
You insinuate that we are somehow odd? I shall prove you wrong. This I pledge on the Heron.
哦，十之星的规模比较小，可是我觉得它好像也没有小到哪里去，感觉它 他的游戏时速应该也是超高的。记得用10次弓射他。是独眼巨人大大吗？印象中有，哦，是哦，哦，有可能哦，因为我们毕竟刚接的那个也只是前面而已。解除成就国境之难，所以也会有，对，待会会播歌吗？这个应该是用10人魔友吧。哦，靠背啊！看这个要射眼睛有点难哎。他是蛮好打的啦，只是，干，我想试试看射眼睛会发生什么事。干，而且我是用手把，你知道吗？超级不好瞄。哎，他的把揪到底在哪里？不行，我不能切回滑鼠，因为切回滑鼠我反而会不知道怎么按。看到了，解除成就眼中钉，射到眼睛是1级必杀，哎，好酷哦
Big beast. Tackling it single-handed? None too wise.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume, out with it. Which fair damsel inspired you to vow to kill that filth?
The most beautiful among them.
谁啊？女
If he
公爵
wishes
吗
to guard her name a secret, he need not reveal it.
You I do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight, yet still I am profoundly grateful, nay, indebted to you for your succor. This trophy, sir, is yours.
A giant this close to human settlements? Strange.
Well, that was no ordinary giant. His name was Goliath,
Oh.
rumored to have been a knight
湖中女神
who
啊
broke，his
出现了，
vows.
湖中女
For
神。
this, the Lady of the Lake transformed him into a wild giant and banished him into the Gorgon Hills.
So he came back down? Why?
Several times each year,
太饿了，对
hunger
不对？
chased him into the lowlands.
哦，
Goliath had killed and devoured many shepherds.
途中女神，
Guillaume's hunt served a
维维安
noble cause. At any rate, it's a tale for more agreeable environs.
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could find someone who'll pay to buy it. Put up a good fight against the giant. Got experience battling monsters?
None. In Toussaint, we mostly chase bandits. But I vowed I'd bring my heart's champion the head of a monstrosity, as the famed Gottfried,
Vader.
known as the Giant Killer, did.
You don't mean to hunt the beast, I hope. The matter's best left to Geralt.
Another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is to hunt the beast, he ought to know. It struck again. The river surrendered a corpse. It washed up in the meander by
石
the
化鸡
cottage.
蛇酒店，
Damien Delatour's guardsmen are there already, securing the area.
Securing the area? Better go there now before they trample any tracks, manhandle any evidence.
Set forth then. I shall ride for the city to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived. We'll meet later, near Guillaume's tent at the Tourney grounds. I shall take you then to see her grace.
不过如果你没有讲话，我真的会用砍的把他砍死。37级喽！
Faster. Brave kid Guillaume.
突变与师降级，
Parmanin oversaw his upbringing. Guillaume is his kin.
Can't get used to the way you knights talk, especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
Knights errant, in the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition. No one here. They must have removed the body already.
Let's look around, make sure they didn't miss anything. Hobnailed boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went. Got guests. Careful.
无刺魔，
My name is not
哇，这个硬哦！在水边的应该都是这个吧？我靠！ 哦，
Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank.
Drawn here
其
by
实
the
你可以
smell
躲
of
远一
blood.
点。修个妆，哎，等一下看一下这把。
Let's keep looking. Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
Junk that came down the river.
We must keep searching.
Junk, junk, and more junk. Blood. Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free.
有宝箱。
Silk kerchief, monogrammed
DLC.
A noble's accessory, clearly.
这个贵族
Need to comb the bank.
花了我快300块购买。
Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it. Junk, junk, and more junk. Look, a boat was launched here. Guardsmen must have loaded the body parts onto it, taken them somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
哦，好多人哦。有人在看我。
Seems we've got ourselves an audience.
You think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children they do not have yet of the day a quartered corpse was pulled from the river.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It
德拉
cannot
克，
Was it he, the
哦，
beast?
原来不是资料片啊。
Seems so. Knew him well.
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions no matter the odds, fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes. You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
存个档。
Killer from the north, they say. What? With no knights brave enough?
有告示版了。
Beast.
昆特牌我就不接了。悬赏白狼。
Ducal clerks looking for help.
有吗？有吗？大自然的平衡。这个要46级。那个图片的任务名称是叫什么？有人知道吗？
Coin to be made.
看他强迫我接。
A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint. By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pâté?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac Perrin. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
巧达浓汤
Soup today, on account of there being
啊，突然好想喝哦。
I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse
Red
is
the
precisely
sky.
why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We
面对
invited
改
two
变
men， to
好，所以
join
还没有
us. Yet since Sir de Peyrac Perrin in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrac Perrin.
Spare us the petty insults.
好，
Geralt is
哦
a，
居然会遇到
master
燕
of，witchery.
会有燕奶的信。
He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
好的，
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just
血
risen
红的
when I
天空
woke.。
搞，我真的觉得我们解完的时候已经12点了。
Looked out the window and and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Must have been early in the morning. Went to check your nets and then...
I stepped out of my hut and saw.
By my troth, to the point, man. You found a body ensnared in your crayfish nets. We know this already. What happened then? Did you see anyone nearby? Did you spy anything noteworthy? Anything at all?
Not a soul around, just me. As for noteworthy, well,
What did you see? But be warned, if I hear the sky was red again,
I saw a head bobbing, eyes bulging, the tongue blew and popped out. Next to it, a hand rocking upon the water.
Get a good look at the body parts?
They gave me such a fright. I bolted to town fast as my legs would take me.
好凶哦
Then returned.
不要碍手碍脚的。
Who told me to keep out of their way. They had a hard haul. The parts were so tangled up in my nets, they were forced to cut them.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a
白
cart
乌鸦
and
的地
hauled
窖
it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool.
Huh?
See?
what?
这不是
Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
哦，原来不是
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
刚刚那
Dennis, the
惊鸿一睹，我还以为是夜来。
Because this is an outrage. Russell's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable.
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His
公国
creditors
时光
auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Russell now bunks
男
with
爵的
his
赌
brother
债
in
债如
Winterfell.
天，积到如
I
天
told
高。
Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one draw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have to find that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
有人说恶兽
So
是
folk
上帝
think the beast's divine punishment.
上天的惩罚。
Knights have turned their backs on the old customs. Where they were defenders of the duchy, they're now defenders of their own tushes.
Why, you insolent...
Let him talk.
The Duchess trades in titles, grants honors
Oh.
to ill-doers. We've strayed from the path of virtue, lost the gods' favor, so the gods sent retribution.
Don't listen to that nonsense, Geralt. It's rehashed street preacher codswallop.
Yes, the rebel rousers have been
永恒之
sprouting
火
up
的吗
like weeds lately, each offering the same bill of goods.
永恒之火都烧到这里来了。
They say anything else about the beast? Besides it being a messenger of the gods.
The Toussaintois are no fools. They see clearly the beast kills on days honoring patron saints.
Picky monster. Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah. Duty of some sort calls.
Some sort. Ha! Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me. Even
宫
before
廷花园里的游戏扮演野兔，
I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the Palace Gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
笑到尿出来。
Tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck. 这边不能叫马儿。哦，所以我们现在可以进城了，对不对？
不对，我们是去白乌鸦的葡萄园，我们不是进城。
Sounds of a fight. Have to hurry. Damn it. Killer must still be here. Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Massacred by a vampire in the cellar. Not an Ekanor, though, or a Fletter. Footprints. Small, bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Hurled against the wall with great force.
Hello.
You. Saw you at the inn.
哦，就是那个什么的女儿，是不是？
I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood.
那个谁的女儿？只是为什么要脱光衣服啊？你刚刚不是穿了很多衣服吗？
We don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
I cannot let you leave.
哦，她变成什么？ 吸血鬼女，这个狼嘞。 看剩血比你
Killed all these men to get to the body. What was she doing at the table, though?
衣服很难洗啊！原来是因为这样子哦。月城炸弹有用，月城炸弹效果跟亚登之音是一样的。
Stinks.
白色拉法达喝了还会有无敌时间，
Both hands
酷哦！
amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat.
咦，
A pouch, bulging with
金币。
coins. Nilfgaardian florins from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force. but bones
被
sliced
割
through,
开的，
not
不是被
crushed.
压顺。
Creature that killed him had long claws,
Ooh.
sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the
月
victim's
之
heart.
城的效果，
No
我很少用炸
broken
弹，
device.
所以我不知道。
Third hand. A spare.
第3只手
Except
手，
it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked it
备
up.
用的手手。
How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing. Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their
哇，
limbs seeming
还是软
completely
的。
alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
他把手手收起来了。
So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa.
哎，所以刚刚那个吸血鬼女应该算是高级吸血鬼吧？
Belong to? Why the hell's
因为
it
他
still
打他的
going?
时候没有变身。
No.
可是不是说高级吸血鬼
Shoved
只有
down
高
the
级吸
victim's
血鬼
throat.
杀得死？
What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces?
不是哦，
Lots of questions, no answers so far.
所以我想说他怎么没有
Tell
变身？
about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
刚刚那个是 bug 嘛？他一直在跳那个。哎，对，先看看这里面有没有什么可以收的。有没有可以收刮的东西呀、好，没了，上去看看。去看 PV 就有，看一下。吸血鬼有嘞，吸血鬼女，许多吸血鬼哦，虽然跟高级吸血鬼不，高等吸血鬼，哦，所以他们真的是不一样的东西耶。吸血鬼还分这么多种，
That's it, Roach. Run, Roach.
凶宅应该变得比较便宜耶，真的是凶宅。
Don't touch me.
The gods have sent the beast as punishment for our sins.
That hurts.
What? So,
Don't touch me.
need to speak to the Duchess urgently.
All right, you scamps. Store is done. Go find your parents.
But Sir Palmerin, what about the story of Riddick and the dragon?
They're tales for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hands.
小朋友们好。
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
No， 强大的人才会获胜。
Virtue's got nothing to do with it. Victory goes to the stronger.
So, is there no point to being virtuous?
Not what I said.
Then what's needed to vanquish villains?
A sharp sword and some skill.
But what if there's lots of villains and they've sharp swords?
那就叫更多的人带更多的剑。
That's where virtue starts to matter. As they say, the gods reward the virtuous after death.
Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents.
这个时候就让他们认知现实社会的
Your Knight and Highness has
险恶。
doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As we'll soon see.
那个是什么？
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmar?
夏尔马。
On its tail to confuse it, slow it down.
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher.
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this. Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Oh.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's captor a monster trophy.
Great love demands great
壮烈的牺牲。
Let's go.
我们去见你公姐吧。嘟嘟哟！比武大
I
赛
dedicate my imminent victory
维维恩
to fair Lady Vivian.
Vivian。
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
类虫类的吧。
Got a bad feeling about this.
哦哦。 还不快撑上去补刀！
Damn it.
哦，不死也骨折了。
We have to help him.
这个应该是类虫吧？
Gotta keep it down.
有了，沙尔玛，看一下。嗯，那个恶兽竟然是恶魔，哎，不是哎， 他是哪一种？不要跟我讲是龙族哦。是，哎，在哪里啊？刚刚没有看到他跳那个亮亮的。哎，产物，哦，在这里看到，看他怕什么？产物，阿尔德之印。
Knocked him to earth! Down came the Witcher with one mighty pound to give fight to the beast, its plans confound!
Oh, copy.
Bastard.
太硬了吧，砍不到尾巴。真的，没有，我刚才发现要怎么打他。
Defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
我想要重打我想要那个 NPC 死掉了。
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikeman, see to the beast.
我不是说不用解决它吗？不不不不不。哎，他没死啊，他只是倒地而已。
Forgive me. I am not as nimble as in my younger years.
You fought bravely. Thanks for your help. Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted
他女儿长得还不错哦。
And I'm truly honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace. Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He let the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him.
可以先让我解突变任务吗？干，果然12点了。
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret, yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down.
干，不是说不会到12点的吗？干，果然要到1点了。
We would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered.
他那么讨厌丹德里恩哦。 是哦。
Very man we would entrust with these tasks.
可恶。
Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsmen handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A Bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is.
Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually
名
demand
侦探总是
that
会遇
which
到
you
凶
find
杀案的
at
意
home,
思。
yet did not expect?
不一定。
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards, both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and the
啊，不就是刚刚那一栋？干，他把凶宅赐给我们了啦。
Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
他把凶宅赐给我们了。
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. Corvo Bianco. Isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a
也
wine
是啊，杰洛特本身应该也不怕凶宅。
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information. How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We couldn't. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
不行啊，说不定会有凶灵啊，对不对？
Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
第二
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in a gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question.
杜拉克跟黑
Dulac
社
had
会
shady
做了很多不
dealings
耻
with the
的交易
criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade.
铁公鸡爵士
Halmarin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities
DLC 真是悬疑侦探剧
All the bodies were found in strange
应该算
places
是
under extraordinary circumstances.
灵异悬疑
Seems
侦
the
探剧吧
murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning.
毕竟有怪物嘛。
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were
或者
treated.
是
These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue.
以前有一部
That's
美
what the
剧
beasts tried
叫
to
什
draw
么？
attention to.
All the murdered men were knights
是
who
讲
swore
一
fealty
些
to the five chivalric
比
virtues.
像比如说外星人啊，或者是一些超自然现象的，叫什么忘记，就忘记他
Honor,
片他的那个剧的
wisdom,
名称。
generosity, valor, and compassion.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange
哦
question.
，X 档案了
Your，Grace,
突然想
forgive
起来，
me. I'm a foreigner trying to
这
understand
DLC
another
是
man's
X 档
customs.
案类型
You
的。
are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us
湖
by the
中女
lady
神
of
所
the
赐予
land. How we
维
truly
安
come
赐
to
予
espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus, the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor,
这个女公爵
wisdom,
其实长得也不错
generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunts shall begin there
野
shortly.
兔狩猎。
Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but
They were a team?
they were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him
常
turn to
看向
them
他们
delicate
请教一些棘手的事情。
Later, their paths
这个文
diverged.
法有点怪怪的。
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Milton immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses!
干，我一定要解吗？我想要先解图片啊！啊，鞋子断掉了。
Your Grace!
哦。哦。
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness, I...
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward!
Race seems right at home in the saddle.
Clear a path! Clear the way, I said!
Let's go!
It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry!
We must go to where the participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules. On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish, while I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around over there, look. The golden
真的是独
fish
角
and
兽
horn
哎
both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
我可以先解别的了吧？
Stocks and the whip await those running riot. Our duchy values peace and quiet.
Uh, 是这个吗？看来应该是哦。不过我没有触发地标，所以我得用走的。
Go, go.
是这样。先把任务切成别的任务好了。
Nothing to see here. Move along. The guard brings peace to our domains. Flouted is ripped and brought in chains. Shoot the beast who is spy. Tell the commander. Long live Duchessa Anna Henrietta. Stocks.
出发了。
Sir, sir, a letter for you, sir.
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
这是你的小费。
Here. Thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
My dear Geralt.
I hope all is well. I imagine you hot on the trail of some nasty monster. Or is it an overly complex curse this time? Oh, Geralt, I wish I knew for certain. Whatever is keeping you busy, perhaps you'll need a break. For those moments, I offer you this intriguing little mystery I happened on in an old manuscript I bought off a merchant from Nazaire. The tome's author claims a certain Professor Moreau once called Beauclair home, and this professor conducted research into Witcher mutations. I don't know much else, but I suspect that alone might pique your interest. The tome mentioned a journal interred with the scholar when he passed. It could very well lead you to his laboratory.
这两个 DLC 夜乃或特丽斯这两个人其中会出现吗？还是就只有像这样子，像夜乃就是记忆封信而已？
Please be careful and come back to me quickly.
特丽斯也出现了。
Professor who studied Witcher mutations might actually be worth looking into.
Oh, Picarito. Stocks and the whip await those running riot.
Nice tune. Might be worth looking into.
特丽斯的戏就这样哦啊。
Nothing special.
也是了。国民英雄。兄弟之情。这边也有任务了。怒之拳，干这个不是打，这个又是打拳的任务吧？ Destiny 是这个祸从口出，找到了。
Inscriptions in Elder speech. Damn, Professor's journal's lived on, but in our hearts. Guess somebody else found out a way to Eldarin. Should look around, see if I can find something else. Damn it, trail breaks off. Wonder if the Grave Robber learned more than I did. Professor certainly can't do much to help me with my search. Won't learn anything else here. Map Trisemia will have to do. Also, Epitaph mentioned both Eldarin and Dolnevda, Valley of the Nine.
好，我决定我们今天就先到这边好了。在特丽斯给你的地图上寻找那维德丁。哇，这张图也蛮大的哎。所以我们要看。
Site marked on the maps all wet now.
不是说没有 DLC 吗？没有啊，今天礼拜四啦。我说礼拜四会买 DLC。哦，好啊，今天就先这样子了。感谢今天大家收看，我们明天再继续做先解图片的任务，然后解完之后我们就先跳回去解十之星。OK， 今天就先这样子啊，感谢今天大家收看，大家晚安，我们明天见。